Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, where we dive into all the latest news, rumors, and hot takes in the world of entertainment. Today, we're discussing something huge, the first test screening of James Gunn's upcoming Superman movie. And according to some reports, it's a disaster so big that it sparked demands for the return of the Snyderverse. Let's break it all down, step by step. Alright, so here's what went down. Reportedly, James Gunn's Superman had its first internal test screening over at Warner Bros., and, according to some sources, it did not go well. In fact, it's been described as such a massive disappointment that some WB execs supposedly stood up and demanded Zack Snyder and Henry Cavill come back to restore the Snyderverse. Now, here's the wild part. One exec is even quoted as saying, "The Gunverse flopped restore the Snyderverse, that's right, a supposed rallying cry for the return of the Snyderverse, straight from the top brass of Warner Bros." Or so the story goes. But how much of this is actually true? Now, let's talk about the source of this claimed den of nerds. For those unfamiliar, Den of Nerds is a YouTuber who's made a name for themselves covering geek culture. However, this isn't the first time they've stirred up controversy. Remember a couple of years back when James Gunn himself called them out for spreading misinformation? Yeah, that was a moment. Gunn publicly debunked their claims, saying they were outright false and based on nothing but lies. And now, here we are again with Den of Nerds at the center of another controversial rumor. So let's think critically here. If this test screening was such a disaster, wouldn't more credible sources like Variety or The Hollywood Reporter be talking about it? And seriously, do you think top executives at WB, the people responsible for billion-dollar deals and merchandising campaigns, are standing up in boardrooms yelling, "Restore the Snyderverse"? Come on, this sounds more like fan fiction than actual insider info. But hey, rumors like this persist because there's a passionate fan base that wants the Snyderverse back, and that's okay, but fabricating stories, it's a whole different ballgame. Now let's talk about the bigger picture here. James Gunn's Superman is supposed to be a fresh start for DC. He's crafting a new direction, and yes, it's going to take time to win over fans, especially those still loyal to Zack Snyder's vision. But these kinds of rumors don't help anyone, they just create division and unnecessary drama. Gunn's track record speaks for itself. He's given us some of the most beloved superhero films of the last decade, so before we jump to conclusions based on unverified rumors, maybe we should wait to see the final product. In conclusion, these rumors about James Gunn's Superman being a complete disaster are just that, rumors. Until we hear something concrete from credible sources, let's not get swept up in the noise, and to those still hoping for the Snyderverse's return, I hear you. But let's approach these discussions with honesty and respect rather than fake news. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Are you excited for Gunn's Superman, or are you still rooting for the Snyderverse? And hey, check out the recommended video popping up right now for more deep dives. I'll see you in the next one. Stay awesome.